Okay, let's go. Hi everybody, I'm Sean Bloom. I'm excited to be playing some more Paradise Killer, and I think have carved out 2 days this week and 2 days most weeks going forward on Wednesday and Thursday when I can do some afternoon streaming and sort of take a break from my regular work and catch up on some games that I've missed. So we might finish Paradise Killer at some point. It doesn't feel within the game like we are on the brink of the end, but I think it's a game that is not too many hours longer than what we've already played. So we're gonna get there before long, I think. We'll see. I have spent a lot of time just sort of running around and getting a feel for the world and collecting shit. But you know, now I've got so much blood money that I feel like I can do anything. So, but the first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to break into the barracks, which I'm super excited about, because we wanted to do that last week. We tried to do it last week. We were stymied by not having the right Starlight upgrades, which now we do have. Now we have, I believe, all of the Starlight upgrades. So we should not... There are no more gates for us. Except possibly, I think that we... Oh, right. Oh, I forgot. I forgot where we ended. I think that there is still one more footbath that we haven't found. I'm not 100% sure how to find it. But it's possible. Those have been really powerful. And I don't know that they have been gating story elements, but they've been sort of... in a practical sense, they've been gating the collectibles, certainly, and like other elements of the game, navigation of the game. So I don't know what the third one is that we're missing, or how or if we'll find it, but okay, so I turn this power on, and now I can access... Wait, oh yes, oh, got it, it's a drink. It's a drink. I like it when islands end. Ooh, that's a hot take. Change is good. Will we have any more change? We're on Perfect 25 now. This will be the last island. I mean, everybody says that with so much confidence. I guess this is a, like, religious cult, so... Are you sure? No. Being sure about anything is a mistake. You never commit to anything, and you let yourself believe too easily. Delightful blend that gives you the confidence to do what you always wanted, but were too scared to. Probably. Okay, and where does that take us? Oh shit, there's like a whole beach out here. Alright, I'm gonna do this first. So there's two things that we can do here though, because I'm pretty sure that there was also a nightmare computer. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the nightmare computer first. Because I think that that is going to give us information, and this seems to open up a new area. Oh yeah, we can fix that. How do I fix that? Inventory? Upgrades?
Install complete.
Alright.
Nightmare computer.
What does perfect mean? I mean, that's a question. Alright, so... Huh. I continue to not really be a fan of the Nightmare computer interface. Is it this horn or this horn? Must be this horn. Oh no, it could be that. And then it's a curvy kind of a horn, I think. This isn't that interesting. Oh, okay, except what the hell is this? Did this just get interesting? So here's two halves of a star, but they're not in the right place. And these are runes. Huh. Huh. What do I... Oh, here we go. Oh, I didn't see this.
Nightmare computer
Got it.
unlocked.
It was under Cosmos. Of course. Of course. Okay, I've got logs to Paradise
The
Gates.
investigator is here.
Multiple entries for Lydia, makes sense, and other Syndicate members throughout the night. Most of the Syndicate were taken through the gates to the next island. 23:56, so 4 minutes before the murder, Lydia Daybreak, Sam Daybreak arrive. I think that matches their testimony. A minute later, blood vials authenticated. Lydia Daybreak, Sam Daybreak. We haven't really talked about the blood vials thing. I think blood vials is how they authenticate identity rather than like fingerprints, which is weird because it just seems much less secure than fingerprints because you can take somebody else's blood. Paradise Gates warm-up sequence initiated. 6 minutes after, so 9 minutes later, status critical Paradise Gates seal authorization judge. So nothing happens for 9 minutes until the gates get the order from the judge that we're stopping all migration. Blood vials removed. Lydia Daybreak, Sam Daybreak. From 8 minutes to 23:56. So is that over the course of the next 24 hours? Lydia Daybreak and Sam Daybreak leave.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Lydia and Sam started the warm-up sequence for the gates, but didn't enter them. The gates were shut down and purged their power when Judge ordered the lockdown. So that makes sense. But there's 9 minutes between when the gate warm-up sequence started and when the gates were shut down. How long does it take for the gates to warm up? Does it take like a minute or 10 minutes? Because if it takes 10 minutes, then okay, great, that makes sense. If it takes a minute, then that leaves 8 minutes when Lydia and Sam could have traveled but didn't, which is suspicious. The camera on the Nightmare computer confirms they were here the entire... Okay, confirms they were here the entire time. Their alibi is solid. I mean, that's suspicious. Having a solid alibi is suspicious, but I don't know. I don't know by what magic they might have actually done a murder. Okay. What the hell is that sound? No. What's the button I want? That button. So that button tells me there's something over there. It feels like it's coming from above me. Is it coming from up there? There's not like a ton of stuff over here. Oh, but there's something down there. And I thought I saw something over that direction. This. What is this? I have no idea what this is. It has a data port, though. Starlight can analyze it. It's going to give Starlight a virus. Starlight seems to be having trouble processing this. Encryption detected. Initiating cracking. What the hell is this thing sitting here for?
Nanny there.
Cracking. Looks like some kind of audio device. It has a directional speaker that's pointed at Henry's cell. Oh, I thought that meant cell phone, but literally like prison cell. It's pointed at Henry's cell. Cracking success. Diagnostic. Battery 52%. Memory. Crystal state drive. 8 trillion terabytes. Recording function enabled. Playback function enabled. Not currently playing. File extension unknown. Device designation. MHI. Matsuro Hero Heavy Industries. AAD. Syndicate patent. A device that directs oral frequencies at target for use in riot control and wartime operations. So what happened? I'm gonna have to look at my notes because I think that I have notes for what exactly happened during the breakout. But as I recall, what's his name? Henry got tasered, didn't he? And like getting electrocuted amped his adrenaline, which dampened the effects of the tranquilizers, the sedative that he was under, and woke him up. Why do I think he got tasered? I don't know what this is. I don't know how this plays into that, but it is suspicious because it's directed at the cell, which is the location where the breakout took place. And everybody who was there was incapacitated. They sort of have a different story about how that went down, but foreign modification detected. Crystal state drive added, that 8 trillion terabyte crystal state drive. Scanning records, match found, island sequence 15. Oh, fuck, death scream trauma. What do I know about death scream trauma? Whoa, man. So when people die, they emit death screams, and some people who are sensitive to that, like, really feel it. Maybe he didn't get tasered. Maybe he got blasted with a death scream, and that is what amped his not endorphins, but his adrenaline, which is what broke him out. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm confusing death screams with tasers. They're basically the same thing. Data type in device memory matches report 722-633-4349643. Author Dr. Doom Jazz. Title Psychic Death Scream Trauma. So we could go talk to Dr. DJ about that. This is an oral attack device made by Masahiro Heavy Industries. It directs focused sound at a target in a very narrow cone, essentially an audio sniper rifle.
Sure. Don't test me.
A modification has been done to the device. It plays a file type that Starlight doesn't recognize. The closest match to the data is a report about psychic death scream trauma that Doom Jazz filed on Island 15. Why does Paradise always have to be so strange?
The investigator is here.
Should speak to the doctor. Yeah, that makes sense. You probably should speak to the doctor. Okay, so then there's a blood crystal reward. There's going to be another blood crystal down here. Okay. Oh no, this is here's a relic. What is this doing? A carving from the birth of Syndicate. Citizens worship. The Syndicate worship. And the gods gorge on the psychic energy. Okay. Can I walk around this little island? Like, should I? It didn't seem like there was stuff. So maybe this is a waste of time. But the last time I did this, I found a dead body, so... I mean, quite frankly, this is probably what meditation is good for, is allowing me to stand at the entrance and quickly scan and say, no, there's not really. The problem with it is that it doesn't differentiate between a blood crystal and, like, something much more valuable. Because there are a couple of blood crystals back here.
Blood crystal obtained.
Maybe this time you'll become the dead body. That's always a possibility. Okay, well, a couple blood crystals, that's not nothing. I mean, it's pretty close to nothing, but... Okay, and there was a way over here for me to get back up. Right? Like here. Big old doors. There's nothing like... No! Oh god! There's nothing on top. Is there? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. Okay. Good. Thank you. I guess let's check. I don't see anything. There is, like, that giant pipe. But I don't see any items. No! Oh no! So the giant pipe... Is that where I came from? Is that a giant pipe that leads up to the, I can't remember what it was called. The Idle Lands. Okay, let's go home. Is that super tall tower going up to our old exile apartment? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. Like, that doesn't make any sense, really, to me from a world-building standpoint, but I do think that that's approximately where we fell down out of the sky from. So, from that standpoint, it does make sense. Okay, we're gonna go... we want to go close to the barracks. And I think... So, we could get to the barracks from the Citizen Housing, was it? Citizen Apartments. From Citizen Apartments. So I guess that's where we should go. Jesus, I don't remember what any of these things are. It's not sewer. Because that's where, Chaos Lady. Goat-headed idol lady. I don't remember her name. She lives there. Let's try Silent Goat Statue. I don't know where that's going to take us. Okay. Oh yes, that goat statue. Sure thing. let's see. I'm looking for an apartment building that has a swimming pool. I believe it's in the vicinity of that big world orb. What's this say? Poison Thrones. Serena Doomjazz. I guess I did know that Dr. Doomjazz had, like, a warrior mother or something. The other thing that I'm looking for is the footbath, but I don't know that it's here. Like, I don't know that it's anywhere around here. Unless this is it. An oasis in this tropical heat. Oh, sweet! Yes! The water in paradise is good. I feel like I've got a little pep in my step now. Feels like if I was in the air, I could just dash around. What the hell? There's an air dash? Press sprint in the air to air dash. Like that. Okay. Oh man. Can I air dash up? I can. Holy shit. Okay. Whoa. But I can only air dash once, which makes sense. Oh, that looks like a pool. Is that a pool? Oh, you know what? That's actually super powerful. Oh, shit. It took me a second to realize. So, the way that jumping works in this game, it has an odd sense of momentum in that it doesn't have any, you can't add momentum, or you can't add, like, a meaningful momentum while you're in the air. Which makes sense, right? That's how physics work. But that's not how most games work. First person, third person, side-scrolling platformers. Most of the time, you have some, like, maneuverability when you're in the air. In this game, if I want to jump over a fence, I have to, like, back up and get a running start and then do my jump. Not anymore. I can jump straight up and then dash forward. It gives me an ability to create momentum. That's super powerful. That's wild. Okay, well, I'm still learning how to use it. Okay, so don't judge me. Oh, that was... Okay, I had it. There we go. Jesus. Interesting. That's going to be interesting. Excuse me. Can you jump, dash, and then double jump? Let's try it. I bet I can. I bet I can. Because I think I tried double jumping and then dashing, and that worked. Which suggests to me that they are just two separate systems. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so what am I? I'm doing a jump, dash, jump. Oh no, that doesn't count because I landed. So let's do... Yeah, I can totally do that. I can totally do that. I can do whatever combination of 1 second jump and 1 dash per jump. Yeah, we don't need ladders anymore. Cool, well that's not what I was expecting. But that's pretty rad. And here we go, Nightmare Computer.
Nightmare Computer.
Oh, There's more than that? Oh, that's wrong. This is right? Then what? Triangles. Like that? Okay. That's fine. We can do that. Okay.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
I mean, I think I would have liked to just skip that minigame. The thing with minigames is that a lot of the time, if they're not fun, like, to play as games, then they don't really serve a purpose, and their purposelessness becomes really evident. So the game could work where I need Starlight upgrades to interface with Nightmare computers, and different Nightmare computers require different pieces of software or whatever. Exactly the way it is now, but when I click on the Nightmare computer, it's either says, like, yes or no. You unlocked it, or you don't have the upgrades. The minigame that it has me play just seems tedious. Like, it isn't fun. It's not that it's trivially easy, although it is pretty easy. There's not a lot of challenge, but there's also no stakes. Like, there's no way to get it wrong.
This is a restricted area.
And I don't think I would like that better. I don't know. This is a restricted area.
Got it.
I'm the investigator appointed by Judge. These are martial grounds. I'll escort you out. Oh shit, what?
Stay out, freak.
Don't test me.
I need to find a way in there. Truth may be hidden in the barracks. What the fuck? Okay, so... Huh. That's not what I was expecting. What do you want? I want Akiko's phone records for last night. They are classified. Okay.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
I'm the investigator. Grand Marshal Akiko is our leader, not you. This is a coup. In the... I mean, I guess there is a power vacuum, right? Like, the entire council was murdered. But there is still an authority. Like, there's a legal authority. And it's Judge and... What's her name? It's Carmina Silence, right? The architect. And not Akiko. So... I find this extremely disturbing. Did you see Akiko on the night of the murder? She returned here to the barracks after Henry escaped.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you have a way to prove that? Our word is all you
Paradise
need.
Feels wrong.
Hard to believe the word of the Grand Marshal's loyal troops. What do you want? Okay, so... I don't think that this is, like, really a stealth game. I guess we'll find out. It is, oh gosh, I don't know how I feel about the fact that it kicks me out in a very different place than I need to be in order to go back in. That, I mean, as a player, that is annoying. But in the absence of death mechanics, right? Like, this game doesn't kill me. There's not a lot of pressure that it can put on me, a lot that it can leverage to make me feel like I'm in a high-stakes situation. One of the things that it can do is say, if you screw this up, then you're going to have to walk all the way around the island again. So it's that building, right? with those funky stairs. Let's see. There we go. I can get in here. I can get onto that mountain, and that might be enough. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so I can't save here. What is this? That's a non-interactable interaction point. I guess that's the interaction point for the grate, although I don't know why it still exists. Alright, so let's try this again with some knowledge this time. Oh, it's raining. Alright, so if I go down to the ground floor, then they will catch me. Right, if I climb down this ladder. But up here they don't see me. So how far can I take that? Like if I go over here.
This is a restricted area.
Okay, never mind. I thought if I stayed above them.
Get out of here, freak.
Okay. Alright, never mind. Get out.
Stay out, freak.
I don't like this.
Alright. Fuck, let's go talk to Akiko. For some reason, I think this is the direction that Akiko's in, but there's the pyramid. No, that's the starter island. Where's the prison island? It is kind of vaguely in this direction, I guess. Where's the start? The starter island's not on this map? Huh. Okay. Alright, well, let me see if I can make my way down towards the Desolation Cell. I don't... shit, I don't remember how all of this works. Because it felt like there was a big, long tunnel that directly connected the Desolation Cell to the barracks. But the barracks are way over here. So... I don't know how that works. I guess maybe we'll find out. But we're going to follow the coastline, more or less. That's the best way to navigate. Okay, there's our bridge. So this is connecting... Hold on. That's the starter island, and there's the prison island. It is in the same direction, nearby, but not connected. Okay, and this goes sort of like into the mountain, I guess. Like that's a... No, not really. Where's the barracks? The barracks is... I don't actually see it, but I think it's over in that direction. So I guess this connects underground to the barracks? I should go talk to Akiko, but I'm gonna look around here first. I mean, that is handy. That is handy to be able to do that. Gosh, yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's go talk to Akiko. I wonder if there's some way in through, like, the sewer system, or... I don't know. Oh,
Got it.
examine, right. Dang it, I forgot.
That's
Forgot, I
sure.
can just walk through them. I thought that was a button press. Okay. This door leads to the barracks. It's coded to Akiko's blood vial. I know we've identified the map is bad, but does 80% of it really have to be water? Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of what it's doing. Like, it's I don't think it's an accident that it's bad. I think that the map is designed very deliberately to not be useful at a granular level, right? I think that's what it's doing, and it's designed to do that. I disagree with that design direction. Like, I feel like having a useful map is something that I want as a player, and I think would only benefit the play experience. But you know, that's the designers disagreed with me on that, in their design at least. Okay, Akiko, let's talk to you.
Lucky code 14.
There's nothing in here about the barracks. Fuck. Okay.
Crime cannot hide.
You've been asking for the marshals to be inducted, haven't you?
Nenorachito, you're out of your mind.
It's a reasonable request. We guard these islands. But you've been denied. What if there was an incident that prompted the council to reconsider? The crime to end all crimes on the eve of Perfect 25, for example. I admire you, Nenorosito, that's right. You believe so fully in all sorts of little stories and fantasies. It must be nice being so credulous, undaunted by the world.
I don't like
Fuck
this.
you. Is that a denial? Of course. We're just gonna come right out. Oh shit! Did I accidentally wander into maybe you shouldn't ask everybody every question territory? Because I really thought that the game had like that we had gone a different direction with that. All right. Does your relationship with Captain Foth have anything to do with this?
Sure.
An illicit relationship that got found out would be punishable.
Do you want to die?
Don't test me.
Okay, that accomplished nothing. You were found out. You were going to be punished next island for your relationships with your marshals. That gives you a clear motive. Kill the council to
Do you
protect
want
yourself.
to die?
Oh.
Which means you are full of shit. You don't know anything. I live by the rules. I am a woman of honor. We'll see about that. I don't feel like that was productive. What the fuck, Love Dies? Like, if you're gonna drop a bomb on somebody, fine, but, like, get something out of it. She's just mad now. And I don't think that she's gonna slip up because she's mad, because she's mad all the time. There's nothing in your report about Henry seeing New Night during his escape. The babbling of a Labigue possessed by a demon. There's only one statue of New Night on the island, correct? Why does it
When
matter?
love dies, all that remains are the facts.
It's in the barracks, isn't it?
I
Why
don't
do you
like
care?
this.
Just answer the question. The statue is in the barracks. The goddess only gives her attention to soldiers.
Sure.
How could Henry have seen it last night? He couldn't have. The barracks are secure. He's spouting gibberish to confuse you, Nenorosito.
Crime cannot hide.
I'm just going to ask Akiko, did you take him through the barracks last night?
Nenorachito!
Are you out of your mind? Do you think I helped him escape? Goodbye. But not actually goodbye. I can still ask questions. If Henry went through the HQ to get to the council building, why didn't he show up on the HQ logs? What the fuck is the HQ? Oh. Wait, no, I'm thinking of the council building. What is the HQ? Huh. Oh! The whole... Okay, yes, right. The council building is in a complex, and there's a door to the complex, and there's a nightmare computer on that door. It's the very first night computer that we hacked in the world, not in the Idlelands. And it suspiciously said that Henry Division had not gone through that gate. Got it, right. The nightmare computer at the entrance to HQ didn't log Henry entering the HQ.
Nenorchito!
What is this Rahat?
Paradise feels wrong.
The logs contradict your report.
Shpebune.
What do you want me to say? I don't know how those things work. Maybe there was a malfunction. Maybe he found a way to slip past. Does that seem likely? Stop asking me to do your job. I mean, to be fair, Love Dies, that didn't need to be a question. That doesn't seem likely. That seems extremely unlikely. Might have been a better way to put that. Oh yeah, I do have a bunch of shit about the blood doesn't match. But I think we just go through this in order. It's weird, but I think we just go through in order. What can you tell me about the guards at the First Holy Seal? Soldiers of honor, my two most trusted soldiers.
Ow.
How did Henry get the jump on two highly ranked
I'll
marshals?
kill you!
It's easy to judge and mock when you haven't lived through hell in Nenorocito. A demon is a vile foe, unpredictable, frenzied, blood-crazed. My marshals will have fought violently, yeah, probably, valiantly, but an unknown foe overcame them. Don't get pissy? Is that what this is? Yeah, I think she's a fighter, right? So she gets combative about every little thing, and she wants us to engage her combatively, because that is her terrain. That's what she's good at. I think I should not be combative. I should be investigative, right? I should be the detective here. This is me being tactical in my decision making now. This is that third stage that we talked about last week. That's pretty cool. Unknown. Demons come from all corners of the heavens. It is impossible to know how each acts or fights. Why haven't the bodies... But we've had this one for 10 years, right? Like, we didn't learn anything about it in the 10 years that you had it jailed here. Why haven't the bodies of the marshals been cleared away? Judge ordered me to leave them for you to investigate. I protested. They deserve better than to be poked at by someone playing detective. Can I see your sword?
Rahat!
There had better be a stunning reason why you're asking. I am checking a lead. That's what I do. I'm checking a lead about the weapon used to murder the marshals.
Nenorchito!
Do not disgrace their memory by chasing wild
I
theories.
have a bad feeling about this.
Nenorchito!
Akiko. Here. This sword has seen some use. The blade is nicked. Well, that's not good. So it's definitely not Akiko, right? We've got too much evidence pointing straight at Akiko. I'm sure that Akiko is, like, up to shit. I don't like her. I'm sure that she's got, like, plans. But this is too much mystery novel evidence pointing directly at a suspect for it to be played straight. Right? Like... Right? A nicked blade is consistent with the neck wounds on the marshals.
Thank you.
Thank you, Akiko. Do you think the knife used to kill the first Holy Seal marshals was the one taken by Henry? It's like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Of course I do. Can you describe it? It's a smooth-bladed combat knife. There we go.
Sure.
Not the blade. You're positive about the smoothness of the blade. Yes. Lysis Christos. Yes. It hadn't been used before now. My old knife became damaged during a training exercise recently, so brand new. I can pry. That's fun. I mean, I guess that's what I'm doing. Tell me about you and Voth. Captain Voth.
Nenorachito, you're out of your mind.
Don't you dare speak about my marshals without proper
Is this
rank.
a fact or a truth?
Love Dies, I don't... You say that a lot, and I am still not sure what you mean by it. You were in a relationship with him. Relationships between myself and the marshals is expressly forbidden.
I'm glad to be back.
Doesn't mean it didn't
Pull
happen.
up.
Watch yourself, Nenorosito. It's a lot of murder has happened on this island. Would anyone notice some Pizda investigator going missing? Yeah, I think so. I think I am pretty fucking important at the moment. Like, I am literally holding up the entire next phase of shutting down the island and moving on to the next island. Right? Like, I am doing that. Would anyone notice if I turned up dead? Come on. Blood doesn't match. It doesn't. I took a blood sample from the dead marshals. They don't match Marshal records.
I'll kill you.
I don't like this.
I don't think those dead bodies are marshals.
Turfa.
That is total rahat, investigator. No, don't get angry. She wants you to get angry. Starlight ran the samples. Are you saying... I'm saying Starlight got it wrong. Your little pocket calculator is wrong. Okay, that's where I went. Starlight connects to the Central Syndic... I mean... Okay. Why wasn't the maintenance grate checked before the council entered the building? It was, several days ago. It's since been tampered with, and your marshals didn't catch it. It's a security breach on your watch. I'll look into it. A little late now. I mean, a lot of that was not super useful. Did you see Crimson last night?
Nenorachito.
I don't know if you realize this, but I had my hands full last night. I don't know where Crimson was. Go ask her. Okay. The two daybreaks. The daybreaks. Did you see Lydia and Sam
That's
last
a
night?
lie, Nenorachito.
I wasn't keeping tabs on the happy couple. Okay. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? I know the Labéjou in the cell got through it and killed the council. I also know you're wasting time and not executing him. Well, fuck you. Do you want to hang out? Let's hang out! You're gonna die. Having fun playing detective. Don't... Ah, fuck. What do I do here? It doesn't seem... Both of these seem like bad options. Both of these seem like really bad options. I'm gonna go... this just literally says antagonize. I'm not gonna deepen my relationship with her by antagonizing her, am I? Doesn't seem like she can take a joke.
I have
go
a
with
bad
this.
feeling about this.
Investigator.
Nenorachito.
Whatever. Hurry up and get this investigation done. I'm waiting for you to tell me what I already know. Infuriate. See, that seems bad. What do you already know? that Labajou in the cage, he needs a bullet between the
facts and
eyes.
truth.
This hasn't been
I was
proven.
born to investigate.
An investigator needs to soak in the facts, breathe in the evidence, savor the
Touch
test.
Dracului din gură.
This has been delightful.
Okay, well, I increased that relationship. I'm not sure how. Like, what the fuck? Do you have anything new to talk to me about? Okay. Oh, right! The locked safe. You've got a locked safe in your apartment. Can I get into it?
Of course!
Okay. Alright, well. Alright. I'm on your side, right? Like, everybody's trying to kill you except for me. Did you kill the martial guards outside the council building? Yes. No.
I spent my entire life adrift.
If you say so. Are you beginning to get the hint? Yeah, right. This is all useless.
Sure.
Yeah, none of that. None of that. Let's talk, Henry. Let's hang out.
Got
Let's
it.
just chill. What was it like living as a citizen on the islands? Just swell. Non-stop praying and working. You were in school when you were possessed. We all get an education. Most of us don't need it. We're just going to be put to work down in the caverns. Some get cushy office jobs, but the rest of us slave away. Maybe you fucks would resurrect your gods faster if any of us gave a shit. Interesting. Kidnapping and enslaving people really isn't the way to get a crowd enthused about the prospect of reviving monsters from the other side of the cosmos. Well, increase that relationship. I don't know what to do with any of that. Just before I go, let's double check. There's not anything I'm missing. Sure doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, I don't know how the fuck to get into the barracks then. The other thing that we can do, one of the many other things that we can do is go finally crack that second seal, huh? Should have probably done that already. There's just so much to do. Okay. The other thing that's interesting about how the fast travel system works is that it seems like it's designed specifically to not help reduce friction in navigation. Like, I have to know pretty damn specifically where I want to go in order to be able to fast travel to it, because none of the locations are... Oh, I needed to go up there, didn't I? None of the locations are, like, described geographically. They're just... well... they're just... They have names. But their names aren't even, like... Their names don't appear in the world. Their names are just lightly descriptive of where they are. So, unless I know exactly where I want to go, by name, basically, it's not particularly useful to use the fast travel. Which, again, feels very deliberate and not something that is necessarily that I like. I don't think it's great, but it feels very deliberate. Red crest found. Yes, that's right. Red crest. How many red crests do I need, do you think? I don't remember where that mural was. Is it here? No, that's something different. It's somewhere around here. So, Henry's a citizen. Even if we exonerate him, he gets killed anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know that there's any, like, really helping Henry. Like, long-term actually helping Henry. Oh, that was not a useful place for me to go. That's the elevator just up onto this stupid thing. Well, okay. Where was the elevator? Oh, there's a Shinji. Where was the elevator into the building? It's the Paradise Killer, the investigation thriller.
What the hell?
What are you doing, Shinji? Just rhyming, flowing, spitting fire off the top. Can you give me some space? I'm working on something here. Yeah. Fucking Shinji. Well, let's get that blue thing.
Key item obtained.
Alright, so not that elevator. But it's gotta be some elevator. Oh, it's probably right down here, huh? Leader Montserrat, may the silent goat.
Like this.
I'll find who did this, leader. Okay.
Halt! What do you want, Freak?
Let me in.
Are you still investigating?
I don't
Fuck you, dude.
like this.
Okay, but this is where I go see Carmelina.
Architect Carmelina Silent.
Is that the same? No, this is just to talk to Carmelina. Well, holy shit. That's a lot of stuff we can go through. Do you feel you aren't being rewarded for your hard work, Architect?
What?
What do you mean by that?
Ooh, the investigator is here.
The murder happened after the rapture, so yes, there was a citizen slaughter ritual, and then after that, all of the syndicate people were supposed to leave the island, and some of them did, most of them did, and then there was a murder. Henry was being saved until I think after. I mean, I guess not all of the syndicate, but most of the syndicate. He was going to get executed at the very end of the island, with, I guess, just a couple people left. I don't remember if there was a reason for that. I don't think there was a good one, but that's just sort of how they do things. I have heard that there's a suspicion that you feel aggrieved by all your hard work building the islands not being rewarded with a seat on the council.
Craft is its own reward.
I do not require a reward for my craft. Craft is its own reward.
I am the leader.
Are you trying to build a motive for me?
I was born to investigate.
That's my job. You're going down the wrong path. Titles and power aren't my desire. What can you tell me about your self-imposed isolation 25 years ago?
Do your job.
I have no idea why something I did 25 years ago is any of your concern.
Strange.
What were you doing? You said it was for a project, but no one has ever seen what came of it. What I choose to do is nothing you need to concern yourself with. Did I not ask her about all of this stuff the first time?
Sure.
Are you sure you were with Witness all
Craft is
night?
its own reward.
Oh.
And you didn't leave him for a moment?
Investigate.
Do you have something you wish to
The
ask?
facts and the truth are not the same.
What about when Akiko called him? Didn't he leave the room? He did leave the room to take the call on his balcony. People leave the room for other reasons as well. Okay.
Do your job.
This leaves a period of about 5 minutes when no one can account for Carmelina's movements. Do you wish for me to recall each time either of us went to the bathroom? Yes, please. It seems relevant. Hubert, I want to respond to that point that you raise, but I want to get through this first. So, remind me to circle back around to it. Did Witness look like he was in pain when the council were murdered? You know about his illness. Witness suffers greatly whenever someone dies on these islands, be they citizen or syndicate member. That's right, Witness has death shriek syndrome or whatever. Last night he doubled over in pain, breathless in agony. He suffers so much when there is a death. Huh. How was Witness? How was Witness last night? Anything strange? He wasn't happy I was there. He seemed agitated. Huh. How did this behavior manifest? His mask lets you see more than he thinks it does. Surprise, confusion, worry.
Got it.
Do you think he was involved with the murder? That's not for me to say. I'm just trying to be helpful. Okay. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
We have achieved perfection.
While I was with Witness, he got a call from Akiko. You should ask him about
I'm
it.
glad to be back.
Witness said the same thing. Yeah. Did you see Crimson last
Craft
night?
is its own reward.
I didn't see Miss Acid last night. She was probably in her little den. Go speak to her. Doomjazz. Did you
We
see
have achieved
Doomjazz?
perfection.
At the crisis meeting, he said he was in his clinic. Yeah. It's got a back door with a busted nightmare computer. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? Surely you've spoken to the Grand Marshal about what he did. Okay. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? You need to speak to Yuri, investigator. Do you know anything about the murder of the Marshal guards outside the council building? Losing fine marshals to a killer like that is a tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't have any further insight for you, investigator. Is it a tragedy? I mean, they were going to be killed immediately after that by the Syndicate. The Syndicate was going to kill all of those marshals when they left the island, which they were about to do. So I don't know that I would call it a tragedy. Nope, that was a misclick. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? It's one of the big mysteries, isn't it, investigator? You're the architect and you don't know? Security. It's the only bit of the island I don't design.
Craft is its own reward.
It is better for the council to design their security and keep the secret to themselves. Oh! The council designed the security system, so who could know about it? Somehow Lydia had a space helmet, which, why would anybody have a space helmet if they didn't know about the security system? Do you want to hang out? How can I help?
The
Lady Love
investigator
Dies.
is here.
We have achieved perfection.
There is a balance here. Where does that balance come from? Positioning of function creates form. The functions of the island are arranged as a diamond on a compass. Everything has a place only it can have. Okay. That is apparent. An architect that is scared of function and tries to hide it away is a coward with narrow tastes. How do you mean? It is not happenstance that I chose to expose the workings of the island. For example, electricity meters on the side of buildings are not hidden in a more form-fitting hatch or closet. They are exposed and allow us to appreciate their function. If we can find function visually appealing, we have grown.
Craft is its own reward.
The circumstances you find yourself in are, of course, terrible, but I do hope you enjoy your time exploring this island. Funny. Thank you for your time, Architect.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, here we go. Investigator, can we discuss something of a delicate nature? Let's probe. Let's probe that sucker. Do you have something you want to tell me? I don't know if this is relevant, but I will disclose it. At midnight, Witness was fiddling with his phone.
The investigator is here.
Did you see what he was doing? I didn't. Midnight was when the council were murdered. We were in the middle of conversation. He abruptly took out his phone and started using it. He was tapping at it for a few seconds. Did he step out of the room?
How dare you?
No, what? How dare you? Why do you ask?
Don't test me.
That means he wasn't making a call. Or if it wasn't one that was answered.
Got it.
Did he say what it was about? No, he acted like nothing happened.
I'm glad to be back.
Okay, let's find a phone. Is that the entrance? Where the fuck is the entrance to this place? Oh, that's the vending machine. Okay, I got it. Making noise. There's a phone. Let's save.
Game set.